Welcome to Airborne Flight Training, coming up on this week's episode. Last two Harrier pilots enter USMC pipeline. National Hall of Fame announces scholarship winner. EAA Young Eagles activity increased over 2023. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to Airborne Flight Training, a weekly program dedicated to future aviators and aviation professionals. Airborne Flight Training is brought to you in part by King Schools. King Schools has been leading the effort in producing expert aviation training programs and computer-based learning software for nearly 50 years. Find out why pilots love King teaching at kingschools.com. Let's get into today's stories. Last two Harrier pilots enter USMC pipeline. The Harrier's time is coming to a close in U.S. Marine Corps service as the last two pilots in the type enter the training pipeline. The AV-8B Harrier will be replaced by the totally functional showtime-ready, but still somehow in LRIP after 10 years, F-35 Lightning II, and the steadfast FA-18CD Hornet. The transition will theoretically be completed by 2030, meaning the USMC can coast on its stocks of Harrier pilots for the next 7 years without much concern. One day the units will have to make the leap to the next-gen F-35B once the VTOL, or more accurately STOL aircraft, is ready for frontline action. The new Harrier pilots will be training until 2027, giving them a scant few years with their legacy airframe. Similar happenings are afoot for the fixed-wing Hornet, with the USMC winding up training units in preparation to swap to the F-35 platform. Replacing the Harrier while still sporting a 7G-capable supersonic stealth fighter design is a tall order, but the F-35 just might be able to do it once all the little issues are taken care of. The more mature, simple F-35C has proven to be a fave for the Navy and Marines thanks to its larger carrier-ready wing layout and lighter VTOL-free design. Coming up after the break, PSA extends $200,000 recruitment bonus.
I grew up in an aviation family. My dad flew airplanes and flew air shows actually, so ever since I was 3 years old, the only thing I've ever wanted to do was be an air show pilot. It's cliche, but I get to live my dream every single day. I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, the new aerobatic propeller. It's increased the performance of the airplane. It's made the harmonics balance throughout the airplane so much better. By far the best aerobatic propeller that I've ever flown behind.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. PSA extends $200,000 recruitment bonus. PSA Airlines has extended its bonus offerings through the end of January, specifically offering $100,000 for new hire captains and CL65 type rating holders. The big goal for PSA is to gain more direct entry captains. To that end, PSA is offering Part 135 longevity credit for applicable PIC time, as well as Part 121 longevity matching. Those with 121 experience can count their service years towards pay, vacation, and retirement benefits at PSA. Captains' wages start at $150 per hour and top out at $217.50. FedEx pilots watch stock buyback with fatigue. The FedEx pilot base responded to the company's $1 billion share buyback with derision, noting that the company remains in negotiations over an updated contract since 2021. FedEx will engage in the accelerated share repurchase agreement as, quote, part of its commitment to enhance capital returns to stockholders, end quote. Captain Billy Wilson, chair of the FedEx ALPA Master Executive Council, compared the decision to similar air carriers, noting that, quote, American, Delta, United, and most recently Southwest have made the right choice to invest in their pilot employees with solid contracts, end quote. Embry-Riddle profiles successful AMT alum. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University profiled one of its alumni to show just what can happen in the span of a few years, showing Moritz or Mo Conrads where he stands today, a senior maintenance manager at Spirit Airlines. Beginning his tenure with Spirit in 2016, Conrad's cut his teeth as an AMT from the start, showing determination and a supportive attitude as he sought to mentor and recruit fellow techs to the carrier. He has been named a 2023 recipient of the Aircraft Maintenance Technology's 40 Under 40 Maintenance Professionals Award. U.S. Coast Guard to award Distinguished Flying Cross to rescue swimmer. Aviation Survival Technician 2nd Class Spencer T. Manson will be awarded with the Distinguished Flying Cross Award, recognizing his actions for a rescue in 2021. The incident occurred 70 miles offshore from the California-Oregon border on a sinking 79-foot schooner and its imperiled crew of 6. Manson was able to rescue the whole lot of them, netting him, quote, the highest honor that can be achieved in aviation, end quote. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. National Hall of Fame announces scholarship winner. Julie Rosseter of Suwanee, Georgia, has been announced as the lucky recipient of the National Aviation Hall of Fame's Educational Development Scholarship. Rosseter works as the orchestra director at Riverwatch Middle School, a career that has allowed her to shape the next generation of students and aviators. Rosseter's position in the orchestra program doesn't preclude the inclusion of aeronautics, as the NAHF said her, quote, exemplary dedication to her students and innovative teaching methods in the field of aviation education set her apart as a deserving educator, end quote. As such, she has been awarded the Professional Development Scholarship Opportunity for Educators. The scholarship, designed to, quote, recognize and support outstanding educators committed to advancing aviation and technology education, end quote, attracted a plethora of applications from across the country, but Rosseter's resume speaks for itself. Amy Maruyama, president and CEO at NAHF, said, quote, Julie Rosseter's passion for education, combined with her commitment to incorporating aviation and technology into her teaching, truly stood out to our selection committee, end quote. And after these messages, Young Eagles activity increased over 2023.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. EAA Young Eagles activity increased over 2023. EAA's much-lauded Young Eagles program continued its post-pandemic recovery in 2023, as more than 57,000 young people received flight experiences from volunteer EAA-member pilots as of December 17, 2023. The total number of youth receiving a free Young Eagles introductory flight this year is the highest yearly total since 60,142 were flown in 2019. These flights were all made possible by 4,493 pilots from 616 different EAA chapters who volunteered their time to help. David Lighting, EAA Eagles Program Manager, said, quote, getting the annual total of Young Eagle flights closer to pre-pandemic levels was a primary goal for the program this year, and we are especially gratified for the more than 1,000 volunteer pilots flying Young Eagles for the first time. Our network of pilots and chapters have made this possible through singular flights or by organizing Young Eagles rallies for their local communities to participate, end quote. AirVenture 2023 also marked the conclusion of the 3430 Challenge, marking the year-long celebration of Young Eagles' 30th anniversary. There were 477 pilots who completed the challenge to fly 30 Young Eagles during the 30th anniversary year. Pilots who reached this milestone were awarded a commemorative polo shirt. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.